That's beautiful. You said something that jumped out at me. It jumped out at me, and I'm not really sure why. So I'm just going to ask and see where it goes. But you said you were angry at yourself at that in that whole process. So I totally get
Mm,
angry, being angry at God, because we have absolutely had words and likely like thrown blows in my head. Like, dude, come on now. I could be
mhm,
angry at
mhm,
people, but you were like innocent in this
mhm,
process. But you said you were angry at yourself. I'm just curious, like, why were you angry at
mhm.
yourself?
I think that the reason I think the reason why I was honestly angry at everybody else is because I was angry at myself. I think so much of when we feel emotions towards others, like, it's because it's something we probably feel towards ourselves, and I know that to be true in that case for me. I think I was angry because I had put myself in a situation that felt really confusing, and like, by leaving the church and leaving what I believed in, it was like, had I made the right choice? Was I doing the right thing? Was I, like, just tearing up my life for no reason? And relationships have always been such a like, important thing in my life. And so by losing all relationships, it really made me question what the hell I was doing. Like, what am I doing
Yeah.
here, you know?
Oh.
And so I think that anger was just permeating in me inside. Like, it's kind of interesting. I went on a trip to Nepal a few years ago, like 7 years ago at this point, and I stayed in this monastery. And a monastery is, like, so peaceful. It's a Buddhist monastery, like, just exactly what you would imagine. All the monks, very, like, peaceful vibes, so calming energy, right? And I was going to some of these classes or meditations, and they're teaching. And as they're teaching, I could just feel this, like, inner, like, wrath almost, this anger at, like, at them, at the people that were teaching towards me. At the time, I'm like, "What? Like, what is happening?" And I so much of that was because I was on this defense where I was so afraid that if someone wanted to put me in a box or if someone wanted to teach me that suddenly I was going to get trapped again or I was going to be stuck in this
Oh.
situation where I didn't have freedom for my own choice. I didn't have freedom for my own life. And and so I was so afraid of that, and so someone being so kind to teach me and to be there with me, I was in complete defensive mode. "No, no, 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 no. Don't tell me what
Mm.
to do. Don't tell me how to live my life. Don't tell me
Yeah.
what's right or wrong, because I've been
Yeah.
there and it screwed me over. So don't do
Yeah.
that to me again." But I'm so glad I did that, went to the monastery, because that's, like, really where I started to fully heal a lot of that stuff and release some of that
Yeah.
anger, because I realized so much of that was not it wasn't protecting me, and instead it was just holding me in this box of my own cage. Instead of someone outside cage, I put myself in this cage that I couldn't get out of, and,
Yeah.
either way, it was a cage, and I didn't wanna be in that
Yeah.
anymore, so I was really thankful for that experience.